Well, I got the other red potato variety in, the Chieftains, and I'll be planting them today. It's been exactly 2 weeks since I planted the original potatoes in here, and we got a couple overachievers. We got a couple potatoes that have already started coming up. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but we got a potato coming up right here, and we've got a potato coming up right here, right there. So they're supposed to come up after about 3 weeks. We got another week here before I really anticipate seeing a lot of growth here. But today, we're putting in the red Chieftain potatoes. Well, I've got my chitted potatoes here, and I've got my whole potatoes here. I've looked at the whole potatoes and tried to make sure I have all the growing tips up here on, I forget what they're called, eyes on the top. And on the chitted potatoes, I'm just putting the bottom part down just because that's the way I'm going to do it. And now I'm just going to go ahead and plant these potatoes. And if I find a rock like this here, because I got some dirt mix in here, I'm just going to move that rock. So just going to go through here quickly and plant the potatoes. So you can see the generally how fast this happens. Goes pretty quickly. This isn't too exciting. It's just planting potatoes here. But I wanted to show you, really, it doesn't take much time. And I would expect from each one of these potatoes that I'll get about 3 or 4 meals, depending on what I'm eating with the potato, but that would be normal. So I've got 44 potatoes here that I'm planting in this half of the box, another 44 in the other half of the box. So I've got 88 potatoes. If that gives me, let's say, 3 meals per potato, then whatever that adds up to be, I'll add that to the video here, is how many meals conservatively I'm guessing I would get for one person. Let's see. You see a lot of eyes on that one. And here is the last whole potato. And now I'm going to put in the chitted potatoes. So potatoes, I think, are a great food. As you know, I eat a lot of potatoes. And I think they are a very filling food. So if you're growing food for yourself and being satiated, in other words, getting enough food in your body so that you're not hungry all the time, I think potatoes are a great idea. I do know some people who've contacted me since I put out the last video on planting the Norland potato that they have already put their potatoes in the ground and appreciated the reminder on the video. So hopefully this will be a reminder for you to get your potatoes planted, get your garden growing. If you don't have a garden yet, this is the year to do it. So let's not wait, and let's get our food in the ground. So there we go. I've got my last of the potatoes planted here, and we are done with this crop for planting. I'll go ahead and hand water like I did the other one, and then I'm going to install the automatic watering system. Well, as I mentioned, I've got everything planted here, and the next thing is to put on the PVC watering system. We have a lot of minerals in our water here, and so we benefit from that, but it does clog up the little tiny holes in the watering pipes. So at the beginning of each spring, when we plant, I come through with my Dremel and my number 57 drill bit, and I just go through these holes and open them back up. You can see the very, very small holes. So I'll do that for another video. So right now I'll go ahead and just sign off and let you know that I've got these Chieftain potatoes growing. In a perfect world, they will take 2 weeks longer before they harvest. I planted them 2 weeks after the Norlands. So approximately a month after I harvest the Norlands, I should be harvesting the Chieftains, and we can see how the flavor compares and the harvest volume compares. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if ye are prepared, ye shall not fear. One of the things I'm doing to be prepared so I don't have fear is I'm growing food, and I encourage you to do the same thing. I highly encourage you to grow potatoes as a staple food. And if you need to grow food as if your life depends on it, I also highly recommend the Mittleider Gardening Course book, which you can buy at ldsprepperstore.com.